I'm studying the 6G that will come in 2030, and it is the next generation after 5G. I'm applying it to the Industry 4.0 paradigm, which is changing the manufacturing world. In a nutshell, Industry 4.0 means that all industrial assets, such as forklifts or conveyor belts, are connected to the internet via wireless communication, because cables represent an undesired constraint. The aim is to enhance the efficiency and safety of industrial processes. Current wireless technologies, such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, but even 5G, are not enough to cope with the requirements set up by all these use cases. For example, this is true for industrial control applications, where sensors are typically deployed all over assembly lines in order to gather meaningful information, such as the accelerations involving the movement of a robotic arm. This data has to be sent to a controller, which processes them. And if the data are not in line with expectations, the controller will reply back with commands in order to adjust the movements. This loop has to be performed in 0.1 millisecond, and that's the challenge. In fact, just to give you an idea, this means that while your heart is beating once, the loop has to be performed 10,000 times. In my research, I'm performing both mathematical analysis and software simulations in order to understand whether 6G can cope with this 0.1 millisecond. The drawback of the signals that will likely be used by 6G is that they can even be absorbed by the water vapor molecules present in the air. This means that if the humidity level changes, then the communication may be no longer available. Nevertheless, in a recent publication, we have demonstrated that it is still possible to have control loops involving more than 300 devices in less than 10 microseconds. So yes, we can. However, we are still facing with the problem that the distance between the transmitter and the receiver is still limited to a few meters. But we are finding solutions for that, such as inserting intermediate devices that can act as relays. However, we are going even beyond that, because with 6G, there will be the possibility of localizing objects with the centimeter level accuracy, which is fundamental to enable the second keyword of Industry 4.0 that I told you at the beginning, which is safety. In fact, if a robotic arm knows where the humans are in real time, then it can stop working in order to avoid injuries because the humans are too close. This is an example of applying wireless solutions for humans, which is in agreement with the European Commission paradigm shift between a machine-centric to a human-centric approach. And I fully agree with this statement, because Industry 4.0 is part of the progress, but there is no progress without humans, so we have to take care of them. Thank you very much.